Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today, we're diving into one of the most fascinating places on Earth, the Dead Sea. But have you ever wondered why it's called the Dead Sea? Is it really, truly devoid of life? Let's find out. Picture this. You're floating effortlessly on the water, reading a book, without a care in the world. That's the classic image of the Dead Sea, and it's all thanks to its incredible saltiness. In fact, the Dead Sea is about 9 times saltier than the ocean. Wow, that's great for a relaxing float. It's a huge problem for most living things. So, why is it so salty? Well, the Dead Sea is what geologists call a terminal lake. Think of it like a bathtub with the faucet on but no drain. Water flows into it, primarily from the Jordan River, carrying dissolved minerals and salts from the surrounding land. But once that water is in the Dead Sea, it has nowhere to go. There are no rivers or streams flowing out of it. The only way for the water to leave is through evaporation. And as you know, when salt water evaporates, the water turns into vapor and rises, but the salt gets left behind. For thousands of years, this process has been happening nonstop. Water comes in, water evaporates, and the salt just keeps accumulating. Imagine adding a spoonful of salt to a glass of water every single day and never pouring any water out. Eventually, you'd have a super concentrated salty solution. And that's exactly what the Dead Sea is. This extreme salinity, over 30%, creates an environment that is toxic for most plants and animals. The high concentration of salts, which include not just sodium chloride but also high levels of magnesium chloride and potassium chloride, would essentially dehydrate any fish or larger aquatic creature that tried to live there. Their cells would lose water to the surrounding environment in a process called osmosis, and they wouldn't be able to survive. This is why you won't find any fish, seaweed, or other macroscopic life swimming around. But here's the plot twist. Despite its ominous name, the Dead Sea isn't completely lifeless. It's a classic case of life. Finds a way. Scientists have discovered that this unique body of water is home to a select group of microscopic organisms. We're talking about certain types of bacteria and algae, known as extremophiles, which are specialists in surviving extreme conditions. These hardy little microbes have evolved unique adaptations that allow them to thrive in environments that would be instantly lethal to almost everything else. They've figured out how to balance the salt inside and outside their cells, allowing them to carry on with their microscopic lives. So, while you can't see them with the naked eye, a whole tiny ecosystem is bustling beneath the surface. So, the next time you hear the name Dead Sea, you'll know the secret. It is a place too salty for fish and plants, but just right for some of the toughest microorganisms on the planet. It's a perfect example of how nature can be both harsh and surprisingly resilient. What an amazing world we live in. Thanks for watching, everyone. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the Dead Sea, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and ring the notification bell so you don't miss our next adventure. See you in the next video.